Derrick Thomas is a name etched in the annals of football history, synonymous with unmatched power, raw talent, and an unyielding drive that forever reshaped the NFL. Known for his relentless pursuit of quarterbacks and his ability to single-handedly change the course of a game, Thomas was more than just a linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs. He was a force of nature. With a career that commanded respect and admiration, he became a symbol of fearlessness on the field, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire players today. What made Derrick Thomas unique wasn't just his athleticism. It was his heart, his charisma, and his undeniable will to win, qualities that set him apart in an already elite league. His story is one of unbreakable spirit, of rising above adversity to dominate in a way few ever have. This is the story of a man who didn't just shape the game. He became a legend in the process, a journey filled with exhilarating highs and gut-wrenching lows, reminding us that true greatness is never without struggle. Known as one of the greatest pass rushers of all time, Thomas's impact on the field is almost impossible to overstate. From the moment he joined the Kansas City Chiefs as the fourth overall pick in the 1989 NFL Draft, he showed a rare, electrifying talent that would make him a cornerstone of the franchise. Throughout his career, Thomas racked up 126.5 sacks, a staggering number that places him among the league's all-time greats. He was named to the Pro Bowl 9 times, consistently proving himself to be a dominant force who could alter the course of a game with a single play. His 1990 season, where he recorded an astounding 25 innings, still stands as one of the most remarkable individual performances in NFL history. Perhaps his most iconic game came against the Seattle Seahawks in 1990, when Thomas set an NFL record with 7 sacks in a single game, a feat that remains untouched to this day. For these accomplishments and his unmatched presence on the field, Derrick Thomas was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2009, cementing his place among the immortals of the game. His career achievements are a testament to his relentless pursuit of greatness, a journey defined by milestones that continue to inspire and awe fans across generations. Derrick Thomas wasn't just a legend on the field. He was a complex, deeply human figure off it, a man whose life was as marked by personal trials as it was by career triumphs. Behind the cheers and accolades, Thomas faced struggles that tested his resilience in ways few ever knew. Growing up in Miami, Derrick lost his father, a U.S. Air Force pilot, at a young age, a loss that would shape him profoundly and leave an indelible mark on his life. While he became known as a fierce competitor on the field, Thomas's journey was also defined by a deep vulnerability, a side often hidden from the public eye. The pressures of fame, the demands of the game, and the weight of personal loss created a complex landscape for Derrick, forcing him to balance his public image as a powerhouse linebacker with the private battles he carried every day. This story goes beyond gridiron glory. It's the story of a man who rose above immense hardship, facing each challenge head-on, and a reminder that even those who seem invincible are not immune to life's hardest trials. Derrick's struggles reveal the heart of a warrior who never backed down, even when life off the field delivered its toughest blows. Derrick Thomas's journey to greatness began in unlikely circumstances, amid the challenges of a childhood marked by hardship and resilience. Born on January 1, 1967 in Miami, Florida, Derrick grew up in a world that wasn't always kind, but it was one that would mold him into the relentless force he would one day become. From an early age, he had to contend with the absence of his father, Robert Thomas, a decorated Air Force pilot who lost his life in Vietnam when Derrick was only 5 years old. This profound loss left a void in young Derrick's life, a void that would later fuel his determination and inspire him to honor his father's memory. Raised by his mother, Edith Morgan, Derrick learned the value of hard work and perseverance. Despite the struggles his family faced, Edith instilled in him a fierce sense of purpose, resilience, and the belief that he could overcome anything life threw his way. Growing up in Miami's Liberty City, Derrick was exposed to the challenges of his environment, but he found a way to channel his energy into football, a sport that would become his escape, his passion, and his calling. Football wasn't just a game for Derrick, it was a lifeline, a path towards something greater. His formative years taught him about sacrifice, grit, and loyalty, values that would later define his approach to the game and his life. These experiences built the foundation of a legacy that would inspire millions, rooted in a past that, while painful, was also rich with lessons and unwavering strength. Derrick Thomas's journey into professional football wasn't smooth. It was filled with early obstacles that tested his determination. Despite his natural talent, the road to NFL stardom was not without hurdles. In high school, Derrick's raw talent was apparent, but so were the struggles of balancing academics, sports, and the realities of a challenging environment. Even as he showed glimpses of the explosive potential that would define his career, he had to navigate the hardships of limited resources and an unstable support system. When he eventually made his way to the University of Alabama, the challenges only grew. Competing at a higher level, Derrick faced seasoned athletes and high expectations, pushing him to redefine his limits. It was here, under the guidance of legendary coach Bill Curry, that Derrick's skills began to truly flourish. But it wasn't without effort, discipline, and countless setbacks. The pressure to perform was intense, and every practice, every game was a proving ground. Yet Derrick's tenacity saw him rise to each challenge, even when the odds seemed stacked against him. In these early steps, Derrick learned the art of perseverance. He knew talent alone wouldn't be enough. It would take resilience, grit, and relentless drive to carve out his place in the NFL. These struggles laid the groundwork for a career defined by intensity and commitment, turning a young man from Miami into one of the fiercest competitors the league would ever see. For Derrick Thomas, the moment that changed everything came in his rookie season with the Kansas City Chiefs. Selected fourth overall in the 1989 NFL Draft, Derrick immediately proved he was no ordinary player. But it was in his second season that Derrick truly unleashed his potential, delivering a jaw-dropping performance that would forever be etched in NFL history. On November 11th, 1990, in a game against the Seattle Seahawks, Derrick did what few thought possible. He recorded an NFL record 7 sacks in a single game, a record that still stands. This wasn't just a career milestone. It was a defining moment that put the entire league on notice. Derrick Thomas wasn't just another linebacker, he was a game changer, a player who could alter any matchup on his own. The reaction from fans, analysts, and players alike was electric. Here was a player with a rare, almost supernatural ability to dominate the game on his own terms. His breakout performance elevated him from a promising rookie to a league-wide phenomenon, cementing his reputation as one of the fiercest pass rushers the NFL had ever seen. For Derrick, this was more than a personal triumph. It was a validation of years of struggle, dedication, and relentless pursuit. This breakthrough set the stage for a career as memorable as it was impactful, leaving an indelible mark on the sport. Derrick Thomas was more than just a talented athlete. He was a relentless powerhouse, whose qualities made him almost mythical on the field. His raw speed and power were undeniable, but it was his sheer tenacity and strategic brilliance that set him apart. Derrick possessed a rare instinct for the game, an ability to read plays before they unfolded, making him a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. His style was fearless, his movements almost predatory, as if he knew exactly when to strike. One of Derrick's defining traits was his unwavering work ethic. He trained with an intensity that bordered on obsession, pushing himself beyond limits most would consider possible. Teammates and coaches often remarked on his commitment to excellence, his refusal to settle for anything less than his best. This fierce dedication showed in every play, every tackle, every sack. Derrick brought an energy that was infectious, raising the standards of everyone around him. But it wasn't just his athletic prowess that made Derrick a legend. It was his charisma, his leadership, and his undeniable presence both on and off the field. He had a magnetic personality that inspired those around him, creating a sense of unity and purpose within the team. Derrick wasn't just a player, he was a leader, someone who could motivate with a single look or a few words. His unique combination of skill, determination, and heart made him a force to be reckoned with, a player who left an unforgettable impact on the NFL and an example that still inspires athletes today. Despite his incredible achievements, Derrick's life was not without its struggles and setbacks. Behind the aura of invincibility on the field, he faced challenges that tested his resilience, both personally and professionally. Injuries were a constant battle, as they are for many in the NFL, but Derrick's aggressive play style made him especially prone to the game's physical toll. Each season brought new injuries, yet Derrick's determination to push through the pain showed his remarkable toughness. Even when his body begged for rest, off the field, Derrick wrestled with financial and personal challenges that sometimes cast a shadow over his career. His commitment to supporting his family and giving back to his community often stretched him thin, and managing fame, expectations, and personal responsibilities weighed heavily. At times, these pressures seemed insurmountable, low points that threatened to overshadow his accomplishments. One of Derrick's most devastating setbacks came in early 2000, when a car accident left him paralyzed from the chest down. This tragedy was a brutal test of his spirit, robbing him of the physical strength that had defined his life and career. Yet even in this dark moment, Derrick's resilience shone through. His courage in the face of unimaginable adversity became a testament to his character, showing the world that his legacy wasn't just built on triumphs, but on his ability to face life's harshest challenges with grace and determination. Derrick Thomas's impact extended far beyond his own career. He left an indelible mark on the NFL and a generation of players who looked up to him. Known for his relentless work ethic and passion for the game, Derrick became a source of inspiration for teammates and competitors alike. He set a new standard for the linebacker position, redefining what it meant to be a pass rusher and showing how a defensive player could dominate the game. His influence was most visible among his teammates, who often spoke of his leadership and ability to uplift those around him. Derrick wasn't just a player, he was a mentor, a role model, and a guiding force within the Chiefs organization. Younger players sought his advice, watching and learning from his approach to the game, his intensity in practice, and his focus on improvement. His passion for football and commitment to excellence set a high bar, motivating his peers to push beyond their limits. Beyond his immediate circle, Derrick's influence rippled across the league. He inspired a wave of young linebackers who modeled their game after his, striving to match his blend of speed, strength, and strategic awareness. His unique approach to pass rushing influenced defensive strategies, and his aggressive playstyle became a blueprint for future players. Fans, too, were drawn to Derrick's authenticity, intensity, and undeniable love for the game. His work on and off the field left a lasting legacy, resonating with those who admired his drive and courage. Derrick Thomas wasn't just a player. He was a transformative figure in the NFL, one who set trends, shaped careers, and left a legacy that continues to inspire athletes today. For Derrick Thomas, the price of greatness was steep. Behind the thrilling plays and celebrated victories lay the often unseen physical and emotional toll that football exacted on him. Each game, each tackle, each season left its mark, pushing his body to its absolute limits. Over the years, Derrick endured a series of injuries, some minor, others severe, but he played through the pain, refusing to let anything stand in the way of his commitment to the game. But it wasn't just the physical strain that wore him down. It was the emotional and mental demands that came with being a star athlete. The pressure to perform at an elite level was relentless, and Derrick felt the weight of expectations from fans, teammates, and himself. Balancing fame, personal responsibilities, and the constant drive to maintain his peak performance was a heavy burden. While he never let his struggles show on the field, those close to him knew the sacrifices he made to stay at the top. As the years went on, the toll of the game became more visible. Injuries piled up, recovery became harder, and the strain on his body grew. Football, as much as he loved it, took from him as well, leaving scars both physical and emotional. Derrick sacrificed more than most for his career, trading comfort and, ultimately, his health for the chance to be part of something greater, to chase greatness in a way few dared. His story is a testament to the sacrifices that come with pursuing a dream so intensely, a reminder that even the strongest can bear wounds that go far beyond what the eye can see. Derrick's resilience in facing these challenges, his willingness to push through the pain, speaks volumes about his strength and dedication. His journey, while inspiring, also sheds light on the high cost of excellence in a sport as demanding as football. Behind Derrick Thomas's fierce on-field persona was a man who cherished close relationships and valued family deeply. His personal life was marked by a network of friendships, family bonds, and relationships that grounded him, even as he ascended to NFL stardom. Derrick's mother, Edith Morgan, played an especially pivotal role in his life, serving as a source of strength and guidance throughout his journey. Losing his father at a young age had a profound impact on him, but his mother's unwavering support helped shape him into the man and player he would become. Derrick was known for being a loyal friend and teammate, creating strong bonds with those around him. He had an infectious charisma and a big heart that endeared him to those who knew him well, from teammates to coaches and friends. Many of his closest friends would speak of his generosity, his love for life, and his ability to lift up others. These relationships gave him a sense of belonging and stability amidst the intense pressures of his career. In his personal life, Derrick was also a father, a role he held with pride. His commitment to his children was evident as he sought to be a strong presence in their lives, despite the demands of his profession. He took joy in fatherhood, and it was clear that his family meant everything to him. Balancing the responsibilities of being a father and a professional athlete wasn't always easy, but Derrick approached it with the same passion and dedication he brought to the field. Derrick Thomas's life, while filled with triumphs and achievements, was also marked by personal challenges and controversies that reflected his human side. Like many who rise to fame, Derrick faced issues that tested his character and resilience outside the football field. At times, he grappled with legal and financial difficulties, particularly in managing the obligations that came with his success and generosity. His deep commitment to supporting his family and giving back to his community sometimes led to financial strain, a burden that often weighed heavily on him. Derrick's life in the public eye also came with intense scrutiny, and the pressures of fame were not always easy to navigate. While he strived to be a role model, the demands of his career and personal responsibilities sometimes led to difficult moments and tough choices. These challenges were a reminder of the personal battles Derrick quietly faced, even as he gave everything he had to his career and those he cared about. Despite these hurdles, Derrick continued to work on himself, always striving to improve and overcome his personal struggles. He was determined to leave a positive legacy, not just as an athlete, but as a man who faced life's trials with courage. His willingness to confront his challenges head-on and his resolve to keep moving forward demonstrated a strength of character that was deeply admirable. In the end, Derrick's personal challenges were a part of his story, adding layers to his legacy that remind us that even heroes have their struggles. Derrick Thomas's legacy extends far beyond statistics and records. He left an indelible mark on the NFL and on the hearts of those who witnessed his greatness. His impact as a player was monumental, changing how the linebacker position was viewed and setting a new standard for pass rushing excellence. Derrick's record-breaking performances and relentless pursuit of the quarterback became legendary, inspiring generations of players who sought to emulate his aggressive style and fearless approach. But Derrick's contributions went beyond his on-field achievements. He was a transformative figure in the Kansas City community, using his platform to uplift those around him. Through his charitable efforts, including the Third and Long Foundation he established, Derrick dedicated himself to helping underprivileged youth, encouraging them to pursue education and a better future. His commitment to giving back made him a beloved figure not only as an athlete, but as a humanitarian who used his influence for positive change. For Derrick Thomas, the concept of retirement was never something he fully embraced. His drive, passion, and love for football seemed boundless. Tragically, his career was cut short, not by a choice to retire, but by a sudden life-altering event. In early 2000, Derrick was involved in a car accident that left him paralyzed from the chest down, an event that shook the NFL community to its core. This devastating injury brought an abrupt end to his time on the field, leaving Derrick facing one of the toughest transitions imaginable, moving from being an invincible force on the field to confronting profound physical limitations. This period marked an emotional and challenging phase for Derrick, one where he had to come to terms with a new reality far removed from the high-energy world of professional football. Yet, even in the face of unimaginable adversity, Derrick remained resilient. He approached this new chapter with the same courage and determination that had defined his career, refusing to let his circumstances diminish his spirit. Friends, family, and fans watched in awe as Derrick faced his struggles with grace, offering a powerful example of inner strength even as he adapted to life away from the spotlight. In this final phase, Derrick's focus shifted, but his commitment to making a difference never wavered. He continued to be a source of inspiration, not just as an athlete, but as a symbol of resilience and hope. Though he was no longer able to play, Derrick's spirit and legacy endured, leaving an impact that transcended the game. His journey reminds us that sometimes the greatest battles are the ones we face away from the field. And in facing them, Derrick showed the world the true depth of his character. Even after Derrick Thomas's football career was unexpectedly cut short, his dedication to making a difference remained unwavering. In fact, his life after the game became a powerful testament to his character, as he turned his focus toward uplifting others and giving back to the community. Through his Third and Long Foundation, Derrick worked tirelessly to support underprivileged youth, emphasizing the importance of education and creating opportunities for children to break the cycle of poverty. His foundation became a beacon of hope in Kansas City, reflecting his deep commitment to helping those who needed it most. Derrick's involvement in the community wasn't just symbolic, it was hands-on and heartfelt. He regularly visited schools, spoke to young people, and provided resources that encouraged them to dream big and strive for a better future. His message was simple but powerful, that with hard work, discipline, and a bit of support, anyone could overcome their circumstances. In addition to his charitable work, Derrick took on the role of mentor, sharing his wisdom and experiences with younger players and guiding them through the challenges of professional sports. He knew the difficulties and temptations that came with fame, and wanted to help others navigate those waters with integrity and purpose. Derrick's legacy as a mentor and role model has inspired generations of players who continue to look up to him, not just as a football legend, but as a man of integrity and compassion. Derrick Thomas's legacy is one of remarkable achievements and deep complexities, a story that resonates with both triumph and tragedy. His life was filled with soaring highs and heart-wrenching lows, a testament to his humanity and the challenges he faced along the way. Derrick is remembered for his incredible talent on the field, his relentless drive, and his generosity off it. Fans and teammates celebrate him as one of the NFL's greatest pass rushers, a man who revolutionized his position and inspired countless others to push the boundaries of what they thought possible. Yet, Derrick's story is not without its challenges. His personal struggles, including financial pressures and occasional controversies, add complexity to his legacy. These facets remind us that he was more than a football star. He was a man navigating a life filled with both privilege and hardship. While his achievements are undeniable, so too are the personal challenges he faced, showing us a fuller, more nuanced portrait of the man behind the legend. Derrick's legacy is both inspiring and reflective, a story of resilience and vulnerability. He was a hero on the field, a role model in his community, and a father, friend, and mentor. He embodied the highs of professional sports, but also the human struggles that often come with a life in the spotlight. In remembering Derrick, we celebrate not just his achievements, but his journey, his courage, and his imperfections. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Derrick Thomas, his story leaves us with much to consider. He was a player of extraordinary talent, a man of unyielding strength, and a figure whose impact reached far beyond the football field. But Derrick's legacy is layered, filled with both triumphs and challenges that make his story all the more human and relatable. So, what do you think Derrick Thomas's legacy truly means? Is it defined by his record-breaking performances, his dedication to his community, or perhaps the resilience he showed in facing life's toughest battles? His story is one of immense courage and complexity, a reminder that greatness often comes with struggles we may never fully understand.